Let's start with Jerry West, Michael Jordan, Kobe, and now Magic Johnson. You've written for all three, all four of these people in their biographies. What were some character traits that made them similar, and then maybe one that's kind of each about or unique about each one of them that made them kind of different?
Mothers right off the bat.
Hmm.
The trait that they ended up with in so many ways was perfectionism. It was the most difficult with West. It drove him crazy. He was insanely a perfectionist. But they all really have been driven that way, and all of them have different but extraordinary mothers, at least extraordinary in the impact they had on them. Jerry West's mother was just an incredible perfectionist. And so he and his mother sort of shared this mojo, this persona. Sonny Vaccaro, the shoe poobah, told me that Miss Jordan was probably the most impressive person he met. And in doing Michael Jordan the Life, I really dug into his family background and looked at the family achievements. I later did that with Michael. I try to do it with all my subjects. But, sharecropping in North Carolina was brutal. And I found a study by the North Carolina Board of Agriculture it did in 1922. And it surveyed 1,000 or more sharecropper families, black and white. And nobody it was such a rigged game. It was impossible to do it. But Dolores Peoples, her dad, was a sharecropper, and he was a tough old buzzard. And he somehow managed to win at that game. He came to own his own land. Housing for sharecroppers, black or white, was really pathetic, sort of tar shacks. But he came to own a bigger house. Moonshining was big for the sharecroppers. It was their cash crop, illegal moonshining, black and white. And so he also had a pretty good moonshining operation. Dolores Jordan's father did, and she was really business oriented, and she's the one who drove the Nike deal and really pushed Michael to go to Portland and do that. Magic's mother, on the other hand, was far more concerned with his spiritual well-being. But both women were amazing, and both came out of that North Carolina sharecropper culture. And it was an important thing. It was a brutal thing. I don't want to say it was important in a good way because it was not. It was fraud on a grand cultural scale. Sharecropping was. But it did shape these two women, who in turn shaped their extraordinary sons.
If you enjoyed that clip, make sure you head over to www.bookupapp.com to download our app so you can connect with your favorite bookish content creators, start conversations, and start your own book club.